It's WPSD's Local 6 Legal Line, entertaining Mark Bryant of the Bryant Law Center, locations in Paducah and Louisville, taking your questions regarding Zantac and Paraquat. We'll get to that on the other side of the break at 1-888-208-6946. But before we get to that, Mark, I got to ask you, what's happening at the Bryant Law Center? There's always something exciting going on.
There is so much going on. It's just a fun place to work, and I have a ball going there every day. But here's the latest. I feel like a proud papa talking about this because my law partner of many years, Emily Roark, went to law school with my daughter, and that's how Emily ended up with me more than 20 years ago practicing law. She was just a few days ago appointed by the governor of Kentucky as a special justice to the Kentucky Supreme Court. And I have to tell you, I've been practicing law now more than 40 years, and I've only heard of that happening twice to a lawyer down here in Western Kentucky, so it's a huge deal. But on top of that, she was just appointed by a state court judge in San Francisco, California on the trial team, or to the trial team of the Zantac MDL out in San Francisco, California. And so the drug we're talking about today, we've got hundreds of these cases, and she's actually on the trial team in San Francisco, and they're going to have bellwether trials in 2022. So as if that's not enough for Emily to be doing, the next thing that she just got appointed to, and this has all happened in the last 78 days, she got appointed by the federal judge in charge of the MDL on the McKenzie case, which is a huge opioid case in San Francisco again. So poor Emily is going to be spending a bunch of time in San Francisco, but I laughingly said to her this morning, you still got time to handle car wrecks and trucking accidents and a husband and a 10-year-old son. So she is a busy, busy lady, and I'm really, really proud of her.
Congratulations to Emily, indeed. Which you mentioned the Zantac case. We've got just about a minute and a half left in the first segment, Mark. So briefly give us an overview of what Zantac case is and what it's all about.
Well, here's what the deal is with Zantac. So many people took Zantac because they had acid reflux, and they took that to stop it, and it worked. But it turns out that a lot of people that took Zantac ended up getting cancers. I mean, lots of various cancers, and the stuff was taken off the market because when it was stored in a heated area, it caused cancer-causing chemicals to react to it, and then people would take it and they get various cancers. So if anybody's got cancer that took Zantac for at least 2 years, you need to let us know, because we're handling a ton of Zantac cases, and we'd be glad to interview you and find out if your case qualifies. But you only got 1 year from the day you knew or should have known if it's Kentucky. Now, Illinois and Missouri are all different. We got cases all over the country. So if you got any question about it, give us a call. 1-888-MARK BRYANT is my office number, and call down there, and we've got people answering the phones. We've got paralegals that'll talk to you. If it's something where I need to talk to you, I'll be glad to do that too.
That's one of those mass torts that we talk about every so often, and we are just about out of time for segment number one. But the bottom line, if you're wondering whether or not you have a case, let these guys figure that out for you. Call them down there, tell them what you've got, and they will make that decision and help you get you on the right path to where you need to go.